So back then, I was asking myself a lot, what are my purposes in life? What are the things that I want to do? I feel very lost back then.
How do you perceive the role of beauty pageants in promoting culture, awareness, and understanding on a global scale?
So since I was a little girl, I was very used to different cultures and traditions. Talking about challenges, something that I've learned is that how can I turn a challenge into window of opportunity. So focus your energy on finding the right solution. So I want to share a little bit. I have a favorite quote. So I want to ask you, what actions have you done so far? What solutions have you done so far? A little bit more on my first project. It is actually something really close to my heart, because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here today and Voice of Women wouldn't grow like where we are today.
Hi awesome people, welcome to our first episode of The Voice of Triumph in collaboration with Yayasan Dunia Mega Bintang and Caldari Cham. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a very different range of topics, starting from the lighter one up to the very serious one. But I'm not alone today because I'm accompanied by someone who is very beautiful yet very outspoken, none other than Miss Face of Humanity Indonesia 2023, Miss Vanessa Hatter. Vanessa, oh my God, how are you?
I'm feeling so great today. How about you?
I'm great as well. So it's been almost a year.
Yes.
Your reign as Miss Face of Humanity 2023. How's your journey as the Queen of Face of Humanity?
My journey has been amazing. I want to maybe go back a little bit more before I joined Miss Face of Humanity Indonesia. So back then, I was asking myself a lot, what are my purposes in life? What are the things that I want to do? I feel very lost back then. Therefore, I created an NGO, Voice of Women Indonesia. I shared that a lot on my social media. And so after that, I joined beauty pageant. I joined several beauty pageants until now, until today, I am crowned as Miss Face of Humanity Indonesia 2023. And throughout that journey, I've learned a lot that beauty pageant is so much more than just the physical looks. From beauty pageant, I was able to touch and move people, especially with this title. And I believe that Miss Face of Humanity is the right platform for me because it goes along with the core values that I hold, which is the quality of human beings. We tend to forget about that a lot. And with this sash and crown, it just reminds me again that we are all humans, no matter where you are, what position you are right now. We're still humans and we should embrace humanity even more. There's so many to talk about on my journey, but maybe that is something that I would love to share and talk more about humanity.
Yeah, wow, amazing. So, in upcoming, on what date your grand final?
I will be leaving for Mexico next month.
Next month, and representing Indonesia in the global stage. We know Indonesia is a very diverse country. We have several, 600 different languages and 17,000 islands. Could you imagine how rich we are? So, how do you perceive the role of beauty pageants in promoting culture, awareness, and understanding on a global scale?
So, talking about beauty pageant, I believe it has come such a long way. And now beauty pageant is serving in all aspects. Back then, maybe it's only about looks.
Beauty and looks,
But now, it's reaching to the fact that it could change lives. It could change the world. And with Miss Face of Humanity organization, we are able to do that and also promoting our culture.
Exactly.
So there's gonna be a lot of girls later on. We are all global ambassadors representing each part of the world. That's amazing. And we're bringing different ideas to the table. We're bringing our culture with us, our heritage and traditions. And it's amazing to share together. I'm blessed enough to represent Indonesia, to bring things about Indonesia, facts that maybe people doesn't even know about Indonesia, from the diverse religions, the linguistic, the richness in art and architecture. What else? The cuisines, so many to talk about. I'm so excited to share that with my fellow sisters, and I am sure that all of the girls are bringing something unique later on. And to be able to share it together, I believe it would make us more advanced as a society.
Yeah, and it's time for Indonesia to show to the world that our richness, our culture, and I think the world should learn from Indonesia because we're like a miniature of the world. We remain as one nation, but with different religions, linguistics, and stuff. That's very amazing.
Throughout so many islands, but we're one.
We're one. Bhinneka
Tunggal
Tunggal
Ika.
Ika. That's the words. All right. So Indonesia is known for a diverse culture. We believe in that. How has your cultural background influenced your advocacy for humanity?
So my family came from a cultural background. My dad is from Canada, and my mom is Manadonese. It is a small island in Indonesia. So since I was a little girl, I was very used to different cultures and traditions. It is actually so fun learning different language, tradition. It's very different. And so it opened my eyes and my heart on how rich we are in cultures and tradition, and also showed me to be more understanding, appreciating, open-minded, and the most important thing, to be more loving. And this helped me a lot, especially with my advocacy, because I had to meet a lot of people all the time, right? Visiting new people, and to be able to accept everyone, no matter what their race are, no matter what their religions are, is something beautiful. It is a quality that I believe humankind should possess and embrace. Because differences are beautiful, like what you mentioned before, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. And if we can embrace and accept the fact that everyone is different, I believe the world will be happier, safer, and healthier, right?
Yeah, it's very beautiful because many people not celebrating the differences. They make fuss about it, they make a problem about it instead of celebrating the differences. And differences is very, very beautiful. Wow. Throughout your journey as Miss Face Humanity, I believe that you've faced a lot of challenges and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right? So what challenges have you encountered in your journey as Miss Face of Humanity Indonesia, and how these experiences shape you as who you are today?
Talking about challenges, something that I've learned is that how can I turn a challenge into window of opportunity. And I believe that is something that all of us, especially the young generation, should do, to see the good in everything. So throughout my journey, I visit so many places, meet new people, I've learned new stories, because I believe every person is a new door to something new. And I've learned that why we focus a lot on why when we can focus on how. So we tend to complain a lot, right? Why is this happening? Why am I here? Why? We complain. Why not focus all of that energy into how? How can I make it better? How can I make a solution from this problem? So that is something very important that I've learned throughout my reign, especially seeing so many global issues out there, so many terrible things that is happening. We complain and we do nothing instead, right? So focus your energy on finding the right solution. So I want to share a little bit. I have a favorite quote.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
It is from a Cinderella movie, actually.
Oh, all right.
But it's very deep. It's to see the world not as what it is, but as what it could be. So it helped my mindset a lot to see that there's always gonna be solution towards everything. There's no way there's no solution. There will always be solution, especially for humankind. We are very smart. We can do a lot of things, but start taking those actions. So I want to ask you, what actions have you done so far? What solutions have you done so far?
Wow, through one question, she is very inspirational. I totally agree with you. Instead of complaining, find a solution. Right? Instead of asking why, asking how.
Yes.
Wow, Vanessa Hatter. Keren banget. All right, so it's been almost a year you're reigning as a Miss Face of Humanity. You've mentioned your challenges and stuff, and also I believe that you already making a lot of projects, right, throughout your reigns. Can you share a specific moment or project that stands out as a triumph in your effort to make a positive impact?
To share and to talk about the projects that I've done, especially with Voice of Women Indonesia, probably all of you that have been following me knows my campaign and project on empowering women and children in prison. I've talked about that a lot. I recently talked about that on See Today too, but I want to go back a little bit more on my first project.
Wow.
It is actually something really close to my heart, because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here today, and Voice of Women wouldn't grow like where we are today. So it is, we're making a social campaign in my own house with the help of 4 friends. My dad was recording everything on a tripod in front of my room on a white wall. I still remember everything. And my mom was preparing snacks for us. It is on an afternoon, and we were just making a simple video campaign on showing insecurity, women, empowering. And that video, when we posted on social media, it blowed up. And people were asking, what is Voice of Women Indonesia? What are you guys doing? And if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here today. So I want to remind all of you again, if you have something on your mind, start doing it. Take a leap of faith and make that small decision. Because if you stay there and you didn't do anything, you're not taking any action, you're just going to stay in that box all the time.
Wow. That small single step that you made a couple years ago brings you here.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, 5 years ago, and now you are the Miss Face of Humanity 2023 Indonesia 2023.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Jadi, wow, the story that's a very inspirational. Many youngsters out there are so afraid to put videos, photos on social media because of people might not like it.
Yeah.
You're not getting likes from videos and stuff.
Stop thinking about likes.
What do you think about that?
We should stop thinking about likes and comments, because we need to stop impressing and pleasing other people. Focus on what you're gonna do. That is the only way you will feel happier in life. It's very simple to say this, but maybe it's very hard to do. But if you focus on happier things, of course you will have a happy life. I learned this from a book that I'm reading, is that in the eyes of a dog, it's gonna be a world of dogs. But in the eyes of a person, it's gonna be a person's world. So if you're seeing something negative from your eyes, of course your surroundings are negative. But if you start seeing it in a positive way, of course things will be positive.
Wow, focus on something that we can change, not we couldn't change.
Yeah.
Right? Wow, Vanessa Hatter. Luar biasa sekali. All right, so we're talking about youngsters a lot, right? So what advice do you have for individuals or youngsters out there who aspire to make a positive impact like you on a global scale, but may not have the platform such as beauty pageants?
Okay. So everything is not only about beauty pageant, right? There are so many platforms that we could use. And I believe everyone is born into this world with a purpose, and we should leave a legacy behind us, especially for the next generation. And the best way we could do it is by making a positive impact. So something small that maybe I want to share is that start doing good deeds each day. Start making a promise into yourself that, oh, I want to do one act of kindness today. That is something that I always share on my social media about kindness, because I believe kindness is free. It doesn't cost you anything to be a kind person. And talking about social media, we could also use social media. We are the young generation. We are very smart, and the most important thing, we are creative.
Yeah.
We can post so many things. We could share messages on social media. It doesn't have to be something big back again. We could post anything, and you would never know if it could change other people's life.
Yeah.
Another quote I want to share is that you might not change the whole world, but you could change the world around you. Meaning, yes, of course, you cannot change the entire earth, but you can change your surroundings, making it into a better, healthier environment. And that is something that you can do. And another solution maybe for us is that utilize your potentials and passion.
Okay.
So like me, my passion is always about activities with women and children, doing fun activities. That's why I have Voice of Women Indonesia. You could also learn from your potentials. What do you like to do? You like singing, or maybe you like drawing. You can do something from it that could make a positive impact for other people. Maybe join NGOs or do something. There's always going to be room for you to be creative, yet still impacting other people. We're a young generation. There's so many things that we could do, right?
Yeah. The key is start now.
Yes. If not now, then when?
Then when? If not now, then when, ladies and gentlemen? Totally agree with Vanessa Hatter. Setuju banget ya. So she's very inspirational. But we have games. Actually, it's not a game.
It's not a game, but okay.
But it's quite hard. But actually, game is more fun, right? But at this time, I would not give you a fun stuff, but I will ask you several questions, and Vanessa should for or against, or in the simple words, agree or disagree.
Okay.
Are you ready with this?
I'm ready.
Everyone is ready? Let's go.